Hello guys, welcome to another trade review. Hmm. As usual, looking for lower prices and price just use the first percent fair value gap to trade higher. So I'm thinking it want to reach higher right now. And I want to mention that for today, for this day, we were bearish. I was not looking to go long at all. Yeah, so right now looking at that CB. This was a trade I done 2 days before, so I'm just waiting and drawn liquidity is all these relatively equal lows. Yeah, so just want to see how we use the 950 macro because price pretty much already mm, done the Judah swing, which is the closure of the opening range gap. All these quadrants right here is the opening range gap quadrant. So you can see that price reached the midpoint of it, then later to the upper quadrant, then later to the new week opening gap, closure of it. So right now this to me is a bearish market structure shift. We have 950 macro also, so I'm looking for my short right now. There we go. Nice bearish market structure shift. And then there we go, our fill. So right now, what I want to see is two things. I want to see price use the first percent fair gap to trade lower. I want to see it smoke it into the new week opening gap. I'll see it leave a swing high. So as price left this right, the next candle, what I was expecting is it to really trade lower, really just melt down, but it did not do so. But then this is permissible. It uses the swing high that it left and it trade higher, and then dollar was trading higher also. So it's safe to say that we are likely offside. It does look like a low resistance run, literally, but then you can see it did not turn out that way. And right now, that is exactly what we want to see. And now I'm looking at the opening range gap. What does it want to do with it? I want to see price just smash this BC. I want to see prices use it to trade lower. Use this volume imbalance right now to trade lower, but you can see that it did not act as an order block. This candle did not act as an order block. Price was respecting this. So actually, you know, reviewing back, I would have pulled my stop loss to the 0.25 level here of the opening range gap because it has become a high resistance run, and price is just spending too much time. And we have ES. We have the intermarket relationship telling us that likely to be offside. So yeah, looking back, definitely I would have just put my stop loss here, or either just close the trade. And instead, I decided to accept the full stop out, which makes no sense. Then when it's okay. So right now we're going on to the second trade again. Okay, again we have. But I want to mention that this day did not have news. So this second trade, if you ask me, it would have been better if I have waited for macro time, waited for 10:30. But right here, I'm going to give it another chance. So just going to short it. If it leaves a fair value gap, and we do leave a fair value gap right here. And what made me confident that it can trade lower? First, this one was used as an inversion. And later, volume imbalance right here. With this fair value gap right here, prices break lower from it into the new week opening gap, away from this new day opening gap. So, and we have opening range buy side taken. So I'm thinking that okay, it has to move now if it wants to. Looking for all these relatively equal lows. So right now there goes our fill. Use shorting inside the old new week opening gap of 28th of June. So I see price use the opening range gap midpoint trade lower. I'll see really drop in a perfect market condition. It will drop, leave a swing high, use this as an inversion, then trade to our drawn liquidity right here. And low hanging fruit objective, stop loss is being put. So right now I'm looking at this week. Yep, type it out. And do we see it rip lower right now? Because you can see ES is very close to making a new low. One second, I'll show you. ES very close to making a new low. Yeah, right here. Bells and Q was considered quite far from it. So I'm measuring whether ES wants to trade lower or not. If ES melts lower, we will expect NQ to do the same. So far, it looks like a very nice low resistance run. I'm just looking at how price want to use the new day opening gap right now. So you can see ES melt lower, Dow melting lower, and that is what I want to see. But if you ask me right now, actually low hanging fruit objective would be this use balance price range. Okay, this was a draw. Low hanging fruit objective can be here, definitely can be here. And right now I want to see prices leave the new day opening gap, and ES did make a new low, but then NQ was not doing so. So NQ was just doing his own shit. I was typing. So I'm thinking maybe price want to trade back up to the new day opening gap and then to the first presented fair gap. Right now, okay. Right now, it's a good time to shift my stop loss to here. Because I do not expect price to trade back up above the new week opening gap anymore. and then we have this movement in ES. So that would have been a stop out. But if adding this stop out to just now stop out, actually it would have been less than 30 points also. So yeah, this is another thing that I want to mention, that don't accept full stop out when you know that price is likely um, to when you know that probability is no longer at your side, right? Makes no sense to do that. And right now we have an SMT right here. So I'm betting on that right now at this moment. I want to see prices trade lower, really rip lower. That is if I'm off on site, if price really want to do it, and it does so. But then looking at ES right now, ES showing some kind of measure of strength. So okay, nice. There we go. Uh, break even trade, right? So yeah, that's what I'm talking about. When you know that price is likely to go another direction, just close the trade, no problem. So this was a very good trade, very good execution. But I just market was just, I guess, waiting for time. And there was one more trade I did not record it, but it's okay. We shall see. This is the third trade. So right now, price failed to reach lower so many times, multiple times. And this old new way opening gap was holding price, and then I saw this displacement. So I'm thinking, okay, maybe price wants to trade higher into all these new way opening gaps, new day opening gaps. So I was looking for a small scalp using this BC. I believe that's what I was thinking. Yeah, right here. Just measuring. Stop loss placement is good. So I'm just going to go long there because price just seems like it doesn't want to trade low. Right? So I was looking for a just a short scalp. This is against my bias, yes, but don't know what I was thinking, but it just felt like, because right now the way I trade, I'm just trading based on my the analyst in me. So I don't doubt him at all. But all I do is right now is I manage risk properly. I don't overtrade. I do not over leverage. I do not over risk. That's all. That's enough for me. And right now, basically, what I want to see is price just really trade higher, making a new high, taking out the opening range high, then into the old gaps. So we did touch the bottom of the fair gap used for entry, and we also touch the emergent fair gap. So right now what we want to see is price just make a new high, because it's very close to all this relatively equal high. And if it meanders around like that, you know that you likely to be offside. And right now what we are having here is a delivery of buy side and delivery of sell side inside of the fair gap entry. So this, I want to see price leave it, because that confirms that it's a balanced price range. So at this candle or the next candle, it have to trade higher. Okay, you see price doing things like that, ES doing things like that also. That's not what we want to see. So I was just looking at whether ES show me, market symmetry, what ES trying to do, and there we go, likely to be offside, because I told you it has to do it in the first two candles after this. So you can see it was two losses, no problem. Actually done one more trade because during 10:30 it just market was just so damn nice, right? So this is one thing that I want to mention, like during all these macro times, during days that you don't have news, you have to wait for macro. Okay, you have to wait for macro time. And like I said, I was looking for the draw, and you can see I was freaking spot on. Price literally just move towards my direction. And anyways, okay, so first trade was here, stop out. Second trade, close it. Third trade, stop out. Then price use this as an inversion failure gap, and then we have this breaking market structure shift, and then we have what? This will act as a reclaim. Okay, and we have time 10:30. So you can see that I traded here, took a low hanging for objective at the balance price range. Why didn't I hold longer? I think the fact is because I'm just not equipped to hold longer yet, because it would be a full pull if I had held like towards here. Actually, my stop loss was here, my take profit was here, but nevertheless, I just take it here because why not? Inside this fair gap, that would be a low hanging fruit objective, which is right. But you ask me if I was so certain why? Because we don't strive to be right, we strive to be profitable, and I know that probability is on my side, but the fact that I lost two trades already, my whole point for the fourth trade was actually just to mitigate at least half, and I did so. But then you can see that what I outlined really happened. It did not tag it, but I would have take profit right here if I didn't take it here. And then you can see during the 10:50 macro, price reach for the ultimate pre-market sell side. So right now you can read price, but you ask me whether I can hold on, hold on from here to here. Here would be first partial. Then if I have a partial, I would have just held on definitely. But right now I have to pay the trader. So yes, I outlined the trade, but trading, when you're trading a live fund, you can't demand to be right, right? So yeah, the analysts say likely to draw towards here, but in the end of the day, I'm comfortable paying the trader and taking a free ride. And I know all these trades that I outlined beforehand repeats. So yeah, I can only say that I'm still not there yet to full pull this much. And just notice how price is so sloppy. Then it trades back up. This is probably a 5 minute premium. Then later it melts lower. Very beautiful. Very beautiful. So I'll see you guys in the next one.